Tailor's weights are used to weight on the fabric, or in our case the paper, so it doesn't move while you're using it. They're about 10 pounds each. Take the safety off. Now as it starts to slow down, you guys will see how fast that blade is really moving because I turned it off. I'm pointing to it now. And that's why it's able to cut through so much material, because it goes up and down very fast and it's a very sharp blade. Now, this machine, although it made their lives easier because they could cut through so much more material and then get paid more, it also made their jobs very dangerous because they didn't have anything like workers' comp, so if they got hurt on the job, they were going to have to pay for their own hospital bills, maybe pay for the machine if they hurt it, and they more than likely lose their job if they didn't, or they had to come and take a few days off in order to heal their wounds. So it's a very dangerous machine. It can hurt you very easily, and this was a trend, as well as machines making people lose their jobs. Machines also made the factory even more dangerous than it already was. Now, after they finished cutting everything, they would send it up to ladies that usually worked upstairs in the garment loft, and they would have to sew everything together to make their suits. Now, they worked by piecework as well, and they worked on different parts of that suit. So one lady wouldn't spend their entire day working on one whole suit. They would work on just one part of it. So one lady would work on sleeves while the other would work on pant legs, and it worked similar to an assembly line, and the suit would be put together once it got to the end of the table. Now, they got paid between $5 to $7 a week, whereas the cutter, who was the most skilled job, got paid $600 to $800 a year. So an average worker got paid around $500 a year, so this man was usually above average in this factory, and these women got paid way below than they should have made. Because I think sewing's a pretty skilled job. I can only sew a button, but because they were women, they were considered unskilled. Now, they used originally, they had treadle sewing machines here. They either did hand sewing or they used treadle sewing machines, and this one right here is a Singer sewing machine, and you would use your foot to power it. So you can see the pedal underneath it. You'd put both feet on and go back and forth with the pedal, which will allow the needle to move up and down. Now, Singer, he actually wasn't the first one to invent this machine. It was invented by Elias Howe, who I believe was from Massachusetts. But Elias did not patent his invention when he came up with the sewing machine. So Singer came along and he tweaked it a little, and he patented it, and that's why you'll find his name on all these machines, all these old sewing machines, and not poor old Elias Howe. Now, eventually, they came up with the electric sewing machine. You guys can kind of come back here if you'd like. I'm not going to actually sew anything, but I want you guys to listen and to imagine 100 of these machines going on at one time.